Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner are apparently divorcing, so let's find out why. I don't really know a lot of information about what happened or what's going on, except for that Joe is the one that filed for divorce. So, okay, Joe's energy towards Sophie is the Queen of Cups in reverse. He thinks she doesn't care. He feels disconnected from her, sees her as a cold person, or this is them, their or his team rather, kind of portraying her as not a good mother figure, but like Queen of Cups is also like someone who's disconnected, right? Two of Wands, hold on. The Two of Wands is Sophie, huh? Because this is choices. I'm also hearing the word responsibilities. Choices, plan, agreement, responsibilities, plan between two people, two parties. Okay. The Emperor. Okay, so I'm hearing it goes both ways. It goes both ways. So whatever Joe is saying about Sophie, in my mind, she's saying like it goes both ways. Um, okay, hold on. So obviously they're trying to avoid conflict. This is them kind of letting the relationship rest and not really allowing it to move forward anymore. The World card is like, I see them being like, I don't want another cycle, another year of this. Like, I don't want to keep going here, but I also don't want to fight. I don't want this to be an argument. I just want things to end here. So I see both of them kind of feeling that way. Okay, why did the marriage end from Joe's perspective? So let me see. Nine of Cups, he's been unhappy, reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Like he tried not to walk away from the situation out of a sense of responsibility as well. Is he an earth sign? Because that is what's it called? King of Pentacles in reverse, so that's an earth sign, but that's also inconsistency. That's him. I feel like he tried. I don't know what happened between the two of them yet, but I feel like he tried. Joe's version of what happened in the marriage, the Ten of Cups here, that's the marriage. The King of Swords, the Sun in reverse. Someone got in the middle. Someone got in the middle. This does not have to be romantic, but it's like someone, this is the feeling of like someone whispered something in another person's ear, because this is King of Swords. So that's communication as well. That's someone saying something that rubs another person the wrong way or saying something in a harsh way. So it could be that he might have said some stuff to Sophie that were a little harsh, or that someone else was saying. I feel like it's both though. He has said things to Sophie that he cannot take back, that kind of changed their perception of each other in the relationship. But also, there is someone that kind of got in his ear. So this could be a brother of his, for example, or it could be someone else, but it just feels like someone got in the middle. So hold on. Find the lesson. So I'm looking at this card, right? And I'm seeing this as like if Joe is the central character, that there are other people kind of advising him as well. So this could just be the lawyer as well, advising him that if he's unhappy about a situation to start making plans. But he's been unhappy for a while. Okay. His side of this. Okay. Discovery. So what is the discovery here? Inspiration. That's a new beginning. That's imagination. It's like there's something that he found out about that changed his mind. Oh, maybe this is the child? Because I know they have like a second baby, right? The feeling, I don't know why, but when I'm thinking of like, I think they have a second child. Please confirm this in the comments below. I could be misremembering that. But the message I just got is like he would have left a very long time ago, but then they got pregnant again or something like that. Girl talk. This is him moving on. This is also, I did read this in one of the articles because I kind of like, I saw one of the quotes on Twitter, something like, Someone saying that like Sophie parties a lot, so this is his perception of that. I think he just didn't want it anymore. Like it's like disconnection. So disconnection from their relationship. It could also be that he found someone new at some point, or there was some form of an interaction with someone where he felt like maybe love is possible again, or maybe attraction is possible again, but with someone else. So I'm asking about his disconnection to Sophie and what led to that. Because I don't think it was anything she did in particular. It was something that happened over time. Can I be honest with you? I think he just slowly realized she wasn't the one that he wanted to be with. But like maybe they're trying to find a reason for the divorce itself right now. But it feels like this has been happening for a while. It's like he didn't really want to be here, or he didn't really care in the first place, or like he hasn't cared for a while. That's almost the feeling that I'm getting. It's like he's almost just like watching, waiting and watching for something to slip and crack. I think he was happy on his own. He's been happy just doing his own thing. Okay, I want to know Sophie's like version of this and why things didn't work out. There's definitely something about two. So that's two choices, two people. The Emperor could also be like, I mean, that could be like if Joe had someone else. There's someone here who, I don't know how to explain this yet. So, what is the Two of Wands here? The Magician, that's communication. That could also be a contract. That's that's another relationship. But it's showing up on Sophie's side. So, I don't know. I'm just going to tell you, I can't tell exactly who it is, but someone definitely strayed or broke the boundaries of the connection. So that's like if someone were to chat with someone and it's like a little inappropriate, or it's like you know that there's something more. It's not just a conversation. It's like entertaining someone. Yeah, that's a better word. Entertaining someone. It's also possible that she's already in the energy of trying to entertain other people and like really moving on, you know? It could be one or both of them. I can't really be sure. Sophie's version of why things didn't work out. Page of Wands, someone speaking their truth. Ace of Swords, that's a fight. That's also communication. The Page of Swords in reverse. So, okay. The way I'm just getting this is like she gave up too. Why? The Six of Cups is someone from the past. The Ace of Wands. That's so interesting. I think one of them definitely had a transgression. Like one of them definitely like strayed. I also feel like there's another offer here. This is like this would be if I were to read this for like and because I'm thinking of them, right? And so I guess I'm trying to like whatever. I'm trying to assume that it's them, but like how do I explain this? I think that what I know about them is getting in the way of how I am reading this. Because if I were just to read this, this is like someone spoke up and said, I give up on this relationship because someone from the past came back and offered something. Or if it's not someone from the past, there is a past opportunity. This is also a child, right? So this is like something about a child or children or something about the past is like coming back, or something about children was the cause of the marriage falling apart. I don't understand that fully. But how I would feel into this energy is like, I think she's been disconnected from him for a while as well. I wonder if they also stopped living together for a while because I'm seeing something like we haven't lived in the same house for a while, maybe even for a few months. I also wonder if 4 or 6, so that would be 4 months, 6 months, or 4 to 6 months would be important, or if that could be someone's birthday, or yeah, someone's birthday month. 4 is April, 6 is June. Let me know. But anyway, the feeling I'm just getting is like, I don't know, there's something that I realized I want something more. And I almost see Sophie, like, I think that she tried to please him. She tried her best to be good enough for him and never felt like she could achieve that. But then something happened. Like there was a moment that caused a realization. It could be a person, it could be an interaction with someone, but something caused this feeling of like, yeah, I don't think I want to be here anymore. Like, I'm realizing that I don't like the way that you treat me. I don't like the way that you're handling this connection. I do think that they both can be harsh with each other, okay? Um, but there were times when it was Joe as well. That's how I see it. Like, he can be very, like, blunt. He knows exactly what to say. I feel like with Sophie, it's also the same. Sometimes, uh, hold on, let me see. Let me get a tarot card for this. So it's like she pulls the family card. She pulls the mother of your children kind of family card, which I understand, obviously, like, but I think that that's what she kind of comes back to whenever they're arguing of how to make him stay because it's again a sense of responsibility. Like she knows how to pull on like the kind of trigger, quote unquote, of like his sense of responsibility to make him stay in the relationship. And I think that's what she kind of leaned on. But at some point, she realized she didn't want it anymore either. Becoming braver. Yeah, exactly what I saw. Unending sadness of looking back. So it's like there was something that happened between her and Joe. She could not get over it. Um, is there something like, I don't know what it is, but she keeps going back to the past of something. And again, there's this realization of like, I don't want this anymore. This isn't what I want. Yup. What did I say? A time to say goodbye. Is it focusing? Is it not focusing? Something is about to end for now. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, let me explain how I see this from Sophie's perspective. It's like if I can't stop thinking about that one time we had an argument and, excuse me, he said something that was a really low blow and I never got over that. And that made me realize it's time to go. Or it could be that for example, a miscarriage. I don't know if that's something that happened between them. There's something about the past that she's grieving. So I don't know what that means yet. It could be literally grieving someone and that completely changed her. It could be that there is a breakup, there was an event or something that did not work out. A very sad past memory that she keeps going back to and she never got over that. And she kind of had a realization that this constantly reminds her of this. So it made her doubt who she could trust. So again, if there was a transgression in the past, let's say someone did cheat, but they were able to fix things, patch things up, and talk it out. But it's like she couldn't forgive or get over that. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. Uh, yep, acts, dating. That's the breakup and the separation. That's like we're breaking up so I can date people. I don't know. That's how I would like it, because the thing is, the very interesting thing is like when I look into their energy, it's less passionate. Even though the soulmates card is here, which by the way, I interpret this as just a strong connection. Um, it's like it doesn't give me emotions or feelings of I still love him, I still want to work on things. It hurt to lose him. It feels more like, it was, like we've wanted to get divorced for a while. It was just a hassle with the paperwork, and it's finally time to do it. It's Mercury retrograde. Just kidding. No, it's like slow enough that we can now pay attention to this divorce thing. Like that's even how I'm hearing it. This divorce thing, like rolling my eyes. Um, that's the energy that I'm feeling off of them. It's not taken so painfully. It's not taken so seriously. It's almost like they've already moved on, or that they were very resigned in this. Okay. Now the allegations of like Sophie's been partying hard, etc. I do think that she has been. She's been doing something, but I feel like it's because there was something that snapped within her. Okay? Yeah, I'm not a victim. So she kind of stood up for herself, and that is why they're kind of framing it like, oh, she's I don't know, like she's a bad mother, basically, is what they're saying. I mean, by saying those things. I'm not saying she is one. I'm saying like the way that they're framing it is as if like, oh, Joe is so kind and sweet, and Sophie just wants to party. Like that's almost how they're framing this. So, but it looks like she stood up for herself at some point. Okay, Nine of Swords. Okay, so all right. I did he call her crazy? Because this is unstable. Can I tell you? I don't know. Because the way that, why am I'm seeing images of them being drunk and fighting. Like and it's like, it doesn't make it right. But it's like when you're inebriated and you're not really aware of what you're saying, and you're saying things that are like, you could have worded it better. Like, again, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying, like, I think he said something to her, like you're crazy, or something like that. That made her feel or question herself. It made her question her self esteem. And it's like, I do feel like he said it at a time. Again, I'm not making excuses. Like, I just, the way that I'm seeing it is like as if I'm saying it to her, but like when he's inebriated, like when he's drunk, or when he's like just not in his right mind as well. So, how, let me explain what I'm trying to say, right? It's almost like he's trying to blame her for like partying a lot, but the way it looks like he's done the same thing. And so, how are you able to have a healthy discussion with each other if both of you are drunk or in a state of being drunk? You know? That's kind of, I don't know if that's weird, let me know. But that's how I feel about the situation. It's like you're both blaming each other for things you have both done, and you've said things, thrown knives at each other in terms of words that are both just, things that you would have never said if you had been in the clearest mindset before you said it. I even noticed that in this energy, I'm very like, well, first of all, I'm very disconnected from this reading, which I know is their energy as well, but I'm also like struggling with my words so much. So I know that that's their communication also. So it's like, for example, if Joe were to come home and kind of get mad at Sophie, and he's like drunk, and then she stood up for herself. And at the same time, maybe after that, she started going out and also not really coming home as much, or like, going out to parties, something like that. So I think he's blaming her for something that he's done himself. That's just all I want to say about that. Um, Endurance and clock time. Why did I pick those up? Are those even supposed 41 and 14? So I wonder if is someone here 41, or is this just like 41 and 14 maybe important dates? I don't know. Uh, okay. I also just see this. They kept going. They tried their best to keep going. Yeah, like I said earlier, there's something about the past. Either a past thing that didn't work out, a past person, something came back. All right. She left him alone. There's something like, because I'm trying to ask, like, what made him snap? Like, what made Joe kind of let go of the situation completely? By the way, as I'm looking more and more into this, I don't know. I think there's more behind this. The way that I see them, they both, okay? I'm not seeing it just from one, although I think that with Sophie, it's more in retaliation. It's like I just see like a lot of arguing, crying, but also like being very angry with each other. And I don't really see anything physical, but I'm seeing something that's like words. He's very good with like saying the right words to hurt her, but I think she also knows how to hurt him. Um, but I'm just seeing something like Yeah, this is her. She left him. This is like if she left him at home with the kids at a time when he really didn't want to be left home, and something like that. There's an experience like that that made him snap. Or for example, if she left home for a few days or for a few months or something, there's something like that that happened. Like he felt embarrassed. So, for example, if she left him at a family event or she didn't show up when she said she would, she started to fight back about something. So I don't know. They're making her look like the villain, but I don't know who's the villain here. I don't know the full story. The way that I'm seeing the cards interact here, it feels like he took his resentment and frustration out on her, which is a terrible thing to do, you know? Um, but it feels like it also, yeah, that's just kind of it, you know? They both are kind of toxic to each other, the way that I'm seeing this. And that's what led to the divorce, really. So, what else do we see moving forward for both of them? Um, Joe. What do we see for Joe? Investigate. So, why am I getting something like, so is this, I just know that there's more details that we're going to get out of this divorce, but why is this investigate? Hmm. Hmm. All I know is he should be careful when it comes to his business dealings because I think he should be more aware of the details and contracts he gets himself into. Because I think some details are going to come to light for him. I don't know if we're going to see it, but some details are going to come to light for him that will make him feel like, sorry, well, I heard it that way. That'll make him feel like an idiot, or it's like, it's going to make him feel like, how did I let this one slip? Okay. I'm not really seeing too much for him. I just see I don't, does he have a business? Because that's where I see him really. And for Sophie, oh, this could also be with him as well. Mm, maybe reuniting with his brothers, but it's not. This could even just be an Instagram picture or like just a social media post. But I seek reconnection with family, and that's like if he's closer to his family and they seem to have a much better reputation at the moment. It's like okay, well, it lightens the energy around him or it lightens the perception of him. Now, yeah, I just see him being at like family situations. What about for Sophie? We have the card of yearning. Oh, I see her in like a love. I still see another. I heard period drama. So I heard that, but I'm seeing love. I'm also seeing this very dark motif, like that kind of aesthetic. So fits very well with my nails. Like that's kind of the energy of where I see Sophie next. Like I definitely see her getting back to work. I know that this is a card of love and yearning. So it could be that she's dating someone, like I already said, but this feels more like movie, like drama in particular. Um, exactly. So I was thinking this, but I didn't want to say it yet. Which is like, oh my gosh, like intense psychological dramas. That's where I see her heading towards in terms of career. So things like, oh my gosh, okay, like Black Swan, I would say that feels a little bit wrong, but actually, no, maybe not. So something darker is where I see her headed, like psychological thrillers and dramas. Like, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm struggling so hard. I have a cold right now, so I don't know. I started to feel not so well during this reading. I'm gonna go cleanse myself, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what else you want me to do a reading on below. I'm gonna go. I really need to sleep. Like I can feel myself like almost falling asleep during this reading. Hey, maybe there's someone here who had flu-like symptoms. Could that be symptoms of like a hangover or like it's been so long since I last got drunk, so let me know. But like, it feels like I have the flu all of a sudden. But it could also be that I'm just, getting a little bit sick. We'll see. Uh, so anyway, that's it for this reading. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.